The month of hearts is here, and with it comes a sale from the Final Fantasy XIV online store. This event lasts until March 2, 2021, 11 p.m. PST, and offers a lot of Valentine's Day and Little Ladies Day items, so we are gonna go through them and see which ones are well worth your money. As an intro, I'm a casual player from the Paramours server in the Elemental Data Center that enjoys the usual content in addition to some light RP and visiting cafes in the game to socialize with friends, and of course do lots and lots of GPOs. On principle, I am predominantly biased at emotes as the best ones see a lot of use. Glamps may enhance the look of your character, but the right emote at the right moment makes it super memorable. My least priority are housing stuff, as I only know the basics and have yet to explore the vast new world of Housing Savage. As such, I'll evaluate housing items at face value or how they look like, and not how they can be potentially used in combination with other advanced furnishing techniques. If they have an alternate use for housing, let me know in the comments, and I'd love to know more about them as it could change their potential value. Finally, remember that all of these are optional items and aren't required to clear any content in the game or offer any kind of technical gameplay advantage, as far as I know, but in my opinion, they do enhance your experience in Eorzea by a lot. Let's get started. First is the Gigas Greatsword. This is a glam for the Dark Knight main weapon. A lot of DRK weapons, unfortunately, looks a lot better than this, so unless you are a big Gigas fan, this is not worth your $2.10. There are a lot of better items to buy at that amount. Next is we have the Tonberry Knife. It can only be seen while you are crafting, and unfortunately no one looks at you when you are crafting, so they are unlikely to look at your knife. However, a friend of mine says that it is a very limited item and is the only existing Culinarian offhand glam, so you may want to get it for your collection just because. Otherwise, the $2.10 is better spent elsewhere, especially if you don't have a Culinarian. The next two items are food items. This is the 5 authentic Valentine lobster platters and the 5 authentic Valentine cake pairings. I think these are unique table pieces because of their striking design. These are perfect for a restaurant setup for your Valentine or romantic events, or if you're setting up a dinner for two at your estate or apartment. Since you are getting 5 pieces of each, I think they are well worth the $3.50. This is the authentic stuffed mammoth. So this is a big tabletop piece, around as big as a Lalafell. It's probably great if you are collecting stuffed toys in your estate. At $3.50, I don't think it's worth it unless you specifically want a stuffed mammoth for some reason. Next is we have the mounts, the Broken Heart right and the Broken Heart left. Both are for single characters only. So my approach in mounts is to be practical about this, and in this case, it only works well if you have someone to pair it with, so you can get the full advantage of its gimmick. In my opinion, it's pointless to buy both for yourself. This might find some niche use in outdoor Valentine events, in housing districts, where you can use your mounts, but otherwise there are a lot more useful stuff that you can buy for $8.40. Next is the authentic Valentine's Day balloons. So these are super huge, and I think they're a perfect centerpiece for any hearts or Valentine's related event. If you want to find a sample of this, you can find them in Limsa Luminsa at the Af Castle. I think it's really worth the price if you really need it for your housing. This is the authentic Valentine's Day advertisement. It's a nice wall-decor piece. The art, of course, is super nice. In my opinion though, at $3.50, this is a little bit too much. Maybe at $2.10, it would be a more reasonable buy. And finally, I think this is better off included in the package. Next is the authentic Rose Wagon. This looks pretty good, though a little bit plain. It can work as a standalone outdoor furnishing and have your characters make it look like they are selling flowers, so they might be useful for some G poses, but not a particular must-buy, especially for $3.50. Okay, this one is very interesting. This is the Dote, and this is one of the most useful emotes for social purposes. It just finds so much use in your time throughout the game, whether you are saying goodbye to friends, flirting with someone, appreciating something, cheering, or simply just making someone a bit uncomfortable. It's a great finisher after a previous rotation of emotes. At $1.40, this is very much worth it, and I personally think this is an absolute must-buy. This is the authentic Paramours vase. It's a very nice vase, although a bit niche on the design. At $3.50, my recommendation is to only absolutely buy it if you need this specific design. Next up is the Angel of Mercy. My opinion on minions on the mug store is quite simple. If you are collecting minions, then this is the best time to buy when they are on sale. Otherwise, you may just want to skip this and use the $3.50 for something else. This is the Kiss Orchestrion Roll. If you want a sample of this music, you can go to the F Castle in Limsa Luminsa, and it will be playing there on the Valentine's area. This is a very super duper cute music and it's great for a variety of different establishments, whether you have a restaurant, a cafe, or simply your home estate. I think at $2.10, it is well worth it. Again, especially if you own a cafe or a restaurant, or just a really cute place. The next 4 items we will take together. This is the Valentine's Furnishing Set, the authentic Paramour bed, the authentic broken chair, left and right. This design is a very specific bed for a very specific theme. At $7, buying the whole set is a lot better than buying the specific pieces because you're getting more value even if you don't need the other ones. I think you are getting an okay deal for what you're getting with this set, especially if you really need it, but it's not an absolute must-buy for me. This is the authentic Flame of Passion. It's a really huge outdoor furnishing. If you want a sample, you can find it again in the F Castle in Limsa. Personally, I think it's beautiful and eye-catching, although it's hard to pair it with other outdoor furnishings. And at $3.50, this is not an auto-buy for me. Next, we will be tackling the next 2 items, the black feathered flat hat and the red feathered flat hat. So these 2 hats look great by themselves, though it doesn't work well with some specific hairstyles like the gear Abanya plate. The ribbon can also be toggled on and off if you don't want it. My main criticism about this hat is it's gender locked. At $2.10, I don't think this is an absolute must-buy, but if you have a glam set that would look great with this hat, then by all means buy it. Next 2 items are the Paramours earrings and the Platinum Paramours earrings. I think these earrings are really beautiful and they are large enough to easily get noticed. Beautiful earrings like this in FF14 are sorta kinda hard to come by, so if you have the spare $2.10, then this would be great in your glam collection. Our next 2 items would be the Valentine Apron Attire for men and the Valentine Apron Dress Attire for women. So even if they are part of the same Valentine series, I would rate them differently. Let's go to the men's Valentine attire first. So the men's apron attire consists of 5 parts, so you are getting a lot of value for the $3.50. However, in my opinion, the best parts of this attire are the apron and the patterns, as these glams can be easily combined with other glam sets. Ultimately, this is not a must-buy for me, but if you really like some specific parts of it, then spending $3.50 on this might be justifiable. On the other hand, I think that the Valentine Apron Dress Attire is one of the must-buys for female characters if you have the money to spend on it, simply because all of its parts will nearly find great use when combined with other costumes, or even just by itself. The apron dress looks really cute even in different colors, but I think the best part of this one would be the Valentine skirt, which has the checkered socks, or rather the striped socks, and the Valentine patterns, which are a great pair of boots. Our next 3 items is the Paramours Pendant, the Platinum Paramours Pendant, and the Band of Eternal Passion. So just like the earrings, these are beautiful and large enough to easily get noticed. Just make sure that your top can accommodate having a necklace. That said, at $2.10, I think this is one of the more must-buy items from the sale. This is the Flower Crown, one of the very few hats that are available for the Viera and the Rothgars. So if you're playing either race, at $2.10, I think this is one of those must-buy items from the sale, simply because it will expand your headgear options. Also, it looks really great, and yeah, I think it's worth the price. Next 2 food items are 5 servings of authentic festive chirashi sushi and 5 plates of authentic festive sushi balls. Just like the first 2 food items that we have described above, these are unique table pieces because of their very striking design. These are perfect for restaurant setups or for Valentine or romantic events. And again, as you are getting 5 servings of each at $3.50, these are worth the price. The next 4 items will be the Songbirds Cheer Set, the Cheer On, the Cheer Wave, and the Cheer Jump. This is a very easy recommendation to make. Get the Songbirds Cheer Set. Again, just like the Dote, this is an auto-buy as this is one of the most useful emotes that you will use when you are socializing and sometimes even in dungeons. They are useful for performances, cheering people up, even when they're crafting, or when you are jamming to some simply good orchestrion music, or even showing where to go in dungeons, and probably some other uses as well. ERP. As I've said before, at $3.50, it's better to get the whole Songbirds Cheer Set rather than the individual emotes. This is the authentic Far Eastern doll display. It's a great stand for small tabletop items. It is very visually striking as well. I think at $3.50, this is worth the cost, so it's just a matter of whether or not you're into housing. Personally, for me, this is not a must-buy, although I think this is great value. This is the Siren Song Orchestrion Roll. It is a great background song for any bar or cafe, and I think at $2.10, this is a great value. Our next two items are the Songbird Attire and the Royal Celestial Attire. The Songbird Attire is beautiful, and I think this is a must-buy if you have a female character, considering that it's only worth $3.50. The great thing about this is that all 5 of the Songbird Attire can be used in combination with other different glams. The Royal Celestial Attire for males is also beautiful, although at its price point, it is more of an optional buy rather than a must-buy. However, for $3.50, you are getting a lot of value since you are getting 5 different parts, though personally, only 3 of these find use for me. That is the chapeau, the headgear, the coat, and the boots. Next up is the Songbird Emote. This is a very cute song and dance emote for your character, and works well when you are jamming to orchestrions with vocals such as What Angel Wakes Me, Fiend, Sunrise, Wayward Daughter, etc. I think at $1.40, it's an absolute must-buy, even if you don't necessarily need it, as you will always find situations where you can just AFK and sing and dance. This is the authentic Eastern cherry petal pile. In my opinion, it doesn't work as well unless you have the cherry tree set to go along with it. So at $3.50, I think this is quite expensive, and it might have worked better if it were part of the whole cherry tree set. This is the authentic Little Ladies Day advertisement. Very pretty art, but again, it's very situational in terms of how you will use this as a decoration for your estate. At $3.50, I think it's worth the price, although it might be a lot more attractive if they could reduce the price to around $2. This is the Lord Suican set. Personally, I'm not that much of a big fan of its design. It is made up of 2 sets, the Lord Suican and the Little Lord's Clogs. I think it's a reasonable buy, despite only having 2 pieces, considering how unique the clogs are. This is the Ladies Weekend set. This is a very cute set for female characters. The top and the shoes look both great. I think it's well worth the $3.50, and if I have a female character, I think this is a must-buy. The authentic Throne Dynasty mantle shelf seems like a good showcase for tabletops. It is also very huge, though at $3.50, I don't think this is an auto-buy unless you really want that design. The next 3 items are the Little Ladies Day Furnishing Set, the authentic Eastern Cherry Tree, and the authentic Felt Mat. So this is a very beautiful outdoor furnishing set, especially the tree with the falling cherry petals. This is very good when combined with a market style themed design, and again, the authentic Eastern petals on the ground would work best when combined with this furnishing set. At $7, I think this is well worth the price, and I'd recommend that you get it if you can. Also, should you need additional trees, it's much better to just buy another set rather than spending individually on those trees. Next 2 items are the Peach Blossom Choker and the Peach Blossoms. So these are very unique necklace and earring sets. I think the earrings are a better deal for $2.10, although I would recommend buying both. The choker, however, has a bit more limited use because some tops cannot accommodate necklaces. And again, if you have a glam set that can take advantage of these designs, then these are absolute must-buys. Finally, we have the wind-up Advia Minion. As I've mentioned before, if you're collecting minions, then this is the best time to buy ones from the store, as they are discounted. Otherwise, it's better to just skip this and spend the $3.50 elsewhere. Okay, That rounds up all of the items on sale. If you like this video and it has helped you out in some way, it would mean a lot to me if you can subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell to help me get started on delivering helpful Final Fantasy XIV content to you. Have a great day and take care.